I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. My aim set for the sky, so I wrote 2 letters.
Happiness starts with you, not with your relationships, job or money. Do not misunderstand your transactions for inner experience. If you learn how not to mess with your mind, you will be happy every moment of your life. Happiness and joy is not something that you seek in the world. It should be a constant ambience of who you are.
Yo, 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 what up YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jay Sin, coming back with another one, man. And I wanted y'all to see that clip from Sad Guru real quick, man, because listen, man, oftentimes we look for things in the world to make us happy when we really should be looking at us to make us happy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We do this all the time, you know, and then when we not fulfilled, and then that's when we start looking to the things that aren't good for us to make us happy. You know what I'm saying? Like drugs, you know what I mean? We look to that to keep us up and keep us motivated and make us happy, make us feel some type of way. But that's negative right there. You know, you think it's good for you, but it's actually having a negative effect on your mind and your body. You see what I'm saying? Relationships, we do that shit all the time. You know, we surrender our powers to our females, our women, and expect for them to make us happy when that's not their job. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa, bro. It's your job to make you happy. You know what I mean? That's your job. And I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to surrender my powers over to anything and depend on that to make me happy. I don't care if it's family, friends, you know what I mean? You got people that's doing it with these celebrities, video games, sports, even sometimes the Most High. You know what I'm saying? And you're not here for that. You can't depend on the Most High to make you happy, man. He didn't give you a life, he gave you free will. You know what I mean? You have the power to find yourself and discover who you are. It's happiness in itself when you do that. You know what I'm saying? But when you start relying on the outside world and people, listen, bruh, you're not gonna never be truly happy. You know what I mean? You gotta look at yourself for that. You gotta do the things that you know, inside make you feel happy. When you working on yourself, bro, and you productive out here, you on your purpose, those things will make you happy. You know what I'm saying? You're not looking for anything else to make you happy. You're not looking for somebody else. You're not dependent on substance. You know what I mean? You're not dependent on pornography like we used to and fapping. You know, those things are negative. It has a negative effect on us. And like I said, it's like you surrendering over your power to these things, to these outside sources. And that's never good. Because when they not there, when those friends not there, when those substances not there, when those relationships, those women not there, then guess what? That's when you're going to be depressed. That's when you're going to be stressing out. That's when you're going to not feel like yourself. You ain't going to never be happy like that. Ever. You know what I mean? But when you find out more about yourself, right? You know what I'm saying? When you jump on a journey like this and now you spending more time with yourself and you finding out who you are, you finding out the things that you like and dislike, you know what I mean? And you able to work on these things about you, bro, that's happiness right there. You know what I'm saying? Because you under construction. See, but when we wasn't under construction, when we wasn't doing shit like this, bro, we wasn't happy. We was always looking for an outside source. You know what I mean? And like I said, 9 times out of 10, those outside sources wasn't even good for us. They wasn't even good for us. We was doing more harm to ourselves than good. You know what I'm saying? Because we depended on other things to help us be happy. And it shouldn't be like that. You know what I mean? It really shouldn't be like that, but that's what we be doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with those things. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with having a girlfriend. There's nothing wrong with video games. There's nothing wrong with being, motivated by celebrities and watching sports and all of those things. But listen, man, those things you shouldn't like solely rely on to make you happy. You gotta make you happy, bro. Nobody else in charge of that. When you see these celebrities, when you see these guys playing these sports, they doing something that makes them happy. They doing what they love. That's why it's important for you to find what you love. That's why it's important for you to find your purpose in life. When you looking at all these people, they doing what makes them happy. They own their purpose. They own their job. But say if you not though, if you not on your purpose, if you not own what they own, you know what I mean? If you not doing the things that make you happy, truly happy, then guess what, man? You will never be fulfilled, bro. When you see those people, that's what they doing. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with doing those things, but when you leaning towards social media and you expecting like your only happiness is other people see you surrendering over your powers to them. You surrendering over your powers for clout and likes and people. You surrender your powers over to them because guess what? If they don't like your pictures, they don't like your videos, then guess what? Now you feeling sad. You know, you surrendered your powers to them because you depended on that. You dependent on these things, bro. Don't be dependent on nothing to make you happy. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with smoking weed. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with drinking. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can't depend on that. There's nothing wrong with watching sports and celebrities and having all those things, being around family and shit. Those things make you happy too. You know what I'm saying? But you got to be aware of the dark shit that you be doing that's not good for you like that, because pornography obviously is not good for you. Overconsumption of alcohol and marijuana and things that keep you under the influence aren't good for you. But I understand that people still do it though. Before some of y'all jump in here and be like, nah, bro, they shouldn't be doing that. Listen, man, I'm not here to judge others. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to indulge in those things, and because I was irresponsible, I let that spiral out of control, and that became the things that I was dependent on. You know what I'm saying? I started becoming dependent on the drugs, the alcohol, the porn. You know what I mean? The relying on the female that I was with to make me happy, bro. You can't ever do that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everything in moderation, and you never depend on those things. You always gotta look to you. That be the problem, bro. We never like to look to us, man. We gotta look inside of who we are and figure out who the fuck we is before we go trying to bring people into our life. That's a problem. That's a problem. That be the main problem with not only us as men, but women too. You know what I'm saying? They don't figure out who they are, and then they want to bring people into their life. You know what I'm saying? We don't figure out who we are, then we want to bring people into our life when we know our shit ain't together. You know what I'm saying? When we know our shit ain't right, bro. So we got to stop doing that shit, man, because we wasting our time and we wasting other people's time too as well. You know what I mean? We take responsibility over here for our actions. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, you know? So rather than playing the blame game, just figure out who you are, figure out what makes you happy, and live your life. Anything else outside of that is a bonus. Even everything I named right there. If you got friends and family that make you happy, or you do recreational things that's not unhealthy that make you happy, listen, bro. Listen, do that. Do that. But don't be dependent on that. Don't be dependent on food to lift you up and make you happy all the time. That's how you end up obese. You know what I mean? That's how you end up alone. That's how you end up with health problems. Don't be dependent on these women to make you happy. You gonna surrender over your power, and then when them bitches gone, then what? You know what I mean? Don't be dependent on all these substances and shit. You know what I'm saying? There's one thing to be using it recreationally, but listen, bro, that shit can easily spiral out of control. So I'm not condoning it, but at the end of the day, y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do, but always look to you. Look inside of you, my nigga. Look inside of you and do the things that make you feel like, hey, you know what? I'm on the next level. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta depend on nothing. All I gotta do is do what make me happy and do the things that's gonna level me up in life. And guess what? It's healthy. When you do healthy things, that's even more of a plus. When you love the gym, that's even more of a plus. When you love who you are and how you look, and you like grooming yourself, and that just makes you happy and make you happy to feel good and make you happy to go to the mall and get fresh, and you know you ain't spending a crazy amount of money or anything past your means, do that shit. Do that. but never depend on all of those things, man. You know what I'm saying? All you got is you in the end, bro. All you have is you. All of that shit, like I said, those are just outside sources. You gotta look at it like this. When those things get taken away, or if you can't do it, you can't afford to do some of those things, you know what I mean? They take the TVs away, social media away. You done, you know, your relationship ended and all of that, bro. Will you still be happy? Will you still be able to climb out of that slump and be like, you know what, man? You know what? I love who I am. I love who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because you often see in these relationships when these breakups happen and these women leave, bro, you see guys just, man, they never recover from that shit. But when you truly happy and love who you are, listen, bro, you ain't gonna change that shit for nobody. Because you know your heart, you know your soul, you know what you bring. You know what I mean? And if you satisfied with that and you love who you are, none of that other shit matters. So just remember that moving forward, all right? And that's my word, man. My name Jay Sinn, the Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace.
I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. I got that mo better blues, I wanna do better. My aim set for the sky, so I wrote 2 letters.